According to research by Oxford University in the USA and as published in the Journal of Environmental Science, animal agriculture is one of the biggest causes of greenhouse gas emissions, more than any modes of transportation, and is likely to increase to 50% by 2050. Animal agriculture requires a lot of soil, water, and energy to produce animal feeds. The study also points out that adopting a global vegetarian diet will help reduce food-related emission by 70% and is the best way to reduce global environmental damage. In addition, adopting a vegetarian diet will bring benefits for ensuring health, balance, and protection. Sharing Vietnam today will introduce you to the story of a boy who has been trying to spread a vegan lifestyle to the community.
Welcome to the show of Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 NetVid channel. Today, we'd like to welcome to our program Mr. Scott Green, who organizes the Veg-fest 2019 in Ho Chi Minh City. Hello, Mr. Scott. Thank you for being here on our show today.
Hello, Quỳnh Hoa. Chào các bạn. Thanks for having me on the show today. I'm very happy to be here.
Sure, could you share with us the journey of your connection with veganism?
The journey, that's a good question. So basically, I've always loved animals, but I was still eating them. So for me, the more I learned about veganism, the more I recognized the hypocrisy involved. And it led me to watching two films. One was Cowspiracy and one was Earthlings. And when I watched them both, I realized I had to match my actions to my beliefs. So that was why I became vegan.
What was the idea behind to implement a Saigon Veg-fest 2019?
So the intention was just to raise public awareness of animal rights issues and environmental crisis. We have to consider the abhorrent ways that animals are treated. Right now, we breed and kill 74 billion animals every year. And if we take into account the fish, then the amount of victims every year is in the trillions. And a lot of people don't know about animal agriculture and how incredibly resource intensive it is. So, scientists have said that animal agriculture is the leading cause of global greenhouse gas emissions, ocean dead zones, species extinction, and Amazon deforestation. I mean, it's a terrible burden on the planet to try and feed so many people this meat-based diet. And I think that Saigon Veg-fest is just about showing people that veganism is here, veganism is available to all, and that we can all, help make the world a better place.
What challenges have you faced when implementing Veg-fest in Vietnam?
Oh, a lot, but we have a vision, and it's my dream to make this event a reality. So nothing stopped us. Some people have tried, and we had to change the event at the last minute. And we had to change the venue, at the last minute. But we managed to find a new location. And then we have to realize that the event has had quite a lot of interest. So far, I think about 2,000 people are going. And then we are talking on a daily basis to 70 to 80 people about the event, and people coming, what to do, what to serve. And we're trying to also make the event a single-use plastic-free event as well. So that has its challenges in trying to communicate with the public and the vendors about trying to sell their products in a more environmentally friendly way. And I have to say that I'm incredibly grateful to La Halista. You'll meet them on Sunday. They're a great organization, and they've been really helpful in helping to achieve this vision of showcasing the brightest and best vegans and vegan restaurants in Ho Chi Minh City.
What are the milestones in building a vegan community that you and your team are most proud of?
Okay, well, maybe I can introduce myself. So I'm the starter or the founder of a web page and website called Som Thuần Chai. .vn, and it's just about raising the awareness of veganism in Vietnam using kind of social media to reach as many people as possible. Right now, the page has around 45,000 followers, and we get a lot of engagement, and I think a lot of people like it. And, you know, for me, I look at that and think, you know, it's just a number on the screen. Others think it's, you know, a great achievement. But for me, the real milestone of success that I want to see from my efforts is seeing more non-vegan restaurants offering vegan options, more vegan restaurants opening up, more young vegan entrepreneurs looking to, you know, create more plant-based options for people in Vietnam. And then when that happens, I know that the work that I'm doing is actually, you know, being successful for the planet and for the animals. And, you know, I kind of agree with them in some ways. I think, you know, it is good that people like the page and, you know, people are talking about veganism, but for me, it's really just numbers on a screen. What I really want to see are more vegan options in restaurants, and, you know, I want to see news of, you know, Vietnamese farmers deciding that it's better for them to farm vegetables than it is to farm animals. When I start seeing that in the news, then I feel like we've achieved, you know, the objectives of the project.
Vegetarian events began in the 1944s when people began to discover its benefits. It is also an effective way for people to realize how vegetarianism is becoming more and more popular, highlighting the vegan lifestyle with environmental and health values and benefits. This is also an opportunity for people to follow and share the vegan lifestyle. At Veg-fest 2019, with more than 3,000 attendees, it is an impressive figure for the first event of the young man and his companions. The story of spreading green and environmental friendly lifestyles, starting from becoming vegetarian or vegan, also began here.
And with the Song Tuan Chai, we've actually organised this event today, which is a Veg-fest. This is our first event, and we're very happy to see a lot of interest from vegetarian vendors and vegan vendors alike. Well, it's a way to show people that veganism is not all about being a Buddhist. And I'm being asked a lot here in Vietnam why I'm actually a vegan, and it's important to explain to people that it's not a religious reason. It's all about being compassionate, and caring about the environment as well is important. And I think it shows a different way of veganism to Vietnamese in general.
Mình biết đến cái lễ hội thuần chay này qua Facebook. Và khi mà mình tham gia cái lễ hội thuần chay này thì mình cảm thấy rất là hay và rất là vui, vì mình đã học được rất là nhiều thứ về những cái lợi ích của việc ăn chay, những cái lợi ích cho sức khỏe cũng như là những cái lợi ích cho môi trường.
Ăn chay là một cái lối sống rất là lành mạnh mà nó tốt cho cả về sức khỏe lẫn bảo vệ môi trường. Bởi vì là ăn chay á, thì mình sẽ giảm được cái lượng khí thải ra môi trường từ cái việc chăn nuôi và chế biến thực phẩm từ động vật.
When implementing this event, how did your ideas of design and workflow begin?
So yeah, we basically looked at similar events that had happened inside and outside of Vietnam, and I think the main objective of this event was to make it accessible to all. So that meant trying to get it in District 1, and, you know, obviously trying to make the event the event is free as well. So, you know, we want as many people to come. So that's the main objective. Also, the other objective is, you know, networking with, you know, Saigon's vegans and trying to get the best and brightest people to appear at the fest. That's why we've flown people from Hanoi to come specifically for the festival. We're talking to plant-based athletes. They're making an appearance, and yeah, we really want to, like, you know, show Vietnam's growing vegan community. Yeah. Showcase them and put them in the spotlight.
The journey of sharing and helping people learn more about the advantages of being vegan is not an easy path, is it? So what difficulties did you encounter?
I think that one of the issues is that people don't really know what veganism is, or they're confused about what it is. And I think the other issue is the same issue that Vietnam faces, but also other countries face. We've been, as humans, using animals for food, clothing, and experimentation for as long as we can remember, and people think it's normal, natural, and necessary to do so. And as vegans, we're saying the complete opposite. And I can understand why people might object to that, or people might find what we're saying almost controversial. But nowadays, with the access to science that we have, and the more footage we see of modern farming, we see that there is a change that needs to be made. Animal agriculture is destroying the planet, and billions of animals are dying needlessly every year. And I think that once people see that, they will take notice of it.
What's the story that brought you to Vietnam, and what keeps you here?
Quite a long question, but I'll try and simplify it. So basically, as a sort of young 20-something at university, very open-minded, I got into Eastern philosophy, meditation, and Buddhism. So I was naturally kind of thinking about going to Asia because I love traveling. I had the opportunity to go to Thailand. I found a job there teaching English, and after a year I thought I wanted to experience somewhere else. And I heard great things about Vietnam, and as an English teacher, I heard the students were very, very lovely and very receptive, so I thought, okay, let's make that switch. And yeah, when I came to Saigon, it wasn't love at first sight. There was part of me that was thinking, wow, it's so, so different to what I know here. But the longer I stayed and the longer I got to know the people here, the more I feel like this place is home. And like now with the work that I'm doing with like La Halista and Som Thuan Chai and what's coming ahead, this is like my purpose. So I'm very happy, and I can't imagine living anywhere else right now.
Vietnam is a developing country with incredible growing speed. So in order to keep up with that rhythm and keep sharing about veganism, what will you have to do?
Yeah, so I think the next step is to get Vietnam's young kind of YouTube generation talking about veganism. I think that this is the social media is the best way to influence people. And I think that Som Thuan Chai shows you why you should be vegan, and I think it's up to the young vegans out there that I'm willing to help to show people why this lifestyle is so important and so necessary, and put pressure on big companies to start serving more vegan options in their restaurants. And if you look at the UK as an example, by the year 2025, it's predicted that 25% of people will be vegan or vegetarian. And the main reason for that is because people have a choice. They're presented with two products, they both taste the same. One involves cruelty and one is cruelty-free. So it's a much easier choice. And I think that if we can embrace social media and really encourage young people to be proactive about the environment and animal rights, I think we'll follow in Britain's footsteps.
Thank you so much for sharing an amazing story of you and your team to help people stay healthier. I wish you a great success with your vision, and good luck.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me on here. It's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. See you next time on the shows of Sharing Vietnam, and goodbye.